If you want to start a YouTube channel but you don't know what tools or equipment to use, then you're in the right place. Because in today's video, I'll be discussing my entire YouTube setup, including the gear and tools I use to run my YouTube channel. I'll be sharing the tools that I use, plus I'll be giving you free alternatives that you can use if you're just getting started. You'll want to stick to the end because the last tool that I'll be recommending is the tool that you can use to help grow your YouTube channel to thousands of views every single month. To help you find these tools and equipment easily, I'll also go ahead and link them down in my description box so you can go ahead and get your channel started as soon as possible. So first off, let's discuss the most essential piece of equipment you need for your YouTube channel, which is your camera. Now, I personally use the Canon M50 Mark II camera, and this camera is truly a life changer when it comes to YouTube. It has this amazing automatic setting that you can use to record your videos, and it makes it super easy. I'm a simple type of girl. I like stuff to be as simple as possible, and this camera truly delivers. You can just set the setting on your camera and you can go ahead and click on the screen once you start recording, and it'll autofocus on your face, which is amazing. So as you can see here in the background is slightly blurred, while the main focus is here on my face, and my face is super clear. Now, of course, if you do want advanced settings to go ahead and set your saturation and exposure, then you can definitely do that. But for a beginning, it is perfect to have it on this setting. Inside my camera, I have a SanDisk memory card, which is perfect for storing my videos as I record them, and I can then just transfer them to my computer. So you definitely need one of these cards if you want to record your videos, and the bigger the better, because that just means it's more storage, so you can record more videos before you need to go ahead and delete files. Then I also have a microphone which I place directly on top of my camera, which is the Rode Video Micro 2 mic. And this mic is really great because it really takes away that staticky sound that you hear in several different types of videos, and it makes your voice super crisp. It's super easy to use as well, and this mic comes with a Helix isolation mount, a TRS to TRS cable, a TRS to TRRS cable, one foam windshield, and one furry windshield. So it's perfect for you if you are recording in slightly windier circumstances as well, because that furry windshield cover on your mic can truly help you keep your voice and your recording, the sound really crisp. And last but not least, I also use the Manfrotto tripod. Now, this tripod is great because it can mount both your camera and it can also mount your mobile phone. So you just buy this additional piece to adjust it so you can place your phone inside it. I don't know if the specific model that I'm currently using is still available, but I'll link to one that is similar to mine down in the description as well. As for free and low-cost alternatives, you can absolutely use your phone and a clip-on mic, provided that your phone can record in 1080p. Otherwise, it's going to be low-quality video, and you don't want that. And to prove it to you, I'm quickly going to record a piece of a clip on my phone and with this clip-in mic. And this is actually how it looks when you use your phone and the clip-on mic instead of the camera and mounting mic. So it's still excellent quality if you want to start out using your phone. Now, of course, as I previously mentioned, you can also use the same tripod for your phone, and it is really inexpensive. So go ahead and find a tripod. The tripod is the only thing I'd say you definitely need, regardless of whether you're using your phone or an actual camera. When it comes to the lighting of your YouTube videos, you have different options. So I personally use a ring light as well as a box light to give me this nice atmosphere of my videos. I also have additional lighting in the background, as you can see here behind me, this blue and red lighting. And even though this lighting isn't necessary, I like it there because it gives my videos this nice atmosphere. And these lights are called Govee RGBIC floodlights. Now, they are a bit more on the expensive side, so I wouldn't start out with them, but If you can, definitely try to invest in a ring light because it is amazing and it'll also help you even if you're recording on your phone. Alternatively, you can definitely use a natural light if you want to, but you're just going to have to make sure that you record at the right time of day so the clouds doesn't make a weird effect on your face. It does make it a bit more challenging, but it is definitely doable. Now, if you'd like to have the best chance of succeeding on YouTube, go ahead and grab my YouTube starter guide right over here. It outlines the 5 steps you absolutely need to follow to succeed on YouTube. Next up, let's talk about the laptop that I use to edit my videos. So I use the Tough Gaming Asus laptop or Asus laptop. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I use that laptop to edit my videos, and the speed it edits my videos at is really top notch. It gets to export my videos in less than 5 minutes, which is a real time saver when you're recording long YouTube videos that you need to export to your laptop. But other less expensive laptops can absolutely also work for you depending on the size of the editing program you're using. So I'll get into the editing program I use later on, but the editing program I use is considered an advanced editing program, so I do need a stronger laptop to be able to use it. Then I also have an external hard drive that I use to store all of my older videos so that I don't use my laptop to store all of my videos and it gets overstuffed and slower over time. And something else that I just want to mention in terms of equipment, I do have an additional battery that I use for my Canon camera, just so when my battery runs out, I always have a spare and it doesn't disrupt my recording workflow. This is really a lifesaver. Be sure to buy an extra battery if you're using a camera to record your videos. Now we get to the tools and software you need to get your YouTube channel up and running. So when it comes to editing software, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, Adobe Premiere Pro is an advanced editing program that allows you to do several things with your videos. It allows you to zoom in, zoom out, transition, add text, add stock video, make your voice sound different, and a lot more. So it's really an advanced program that is amazing once you get to know the program, but it can have a learning curve and can be quite difficult to grasp in the beginning. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it if you're just starting out. If you're new to video editing and you haven't done it before, then I do recommend you use a less advanced program, which is also free, and it's called DaVinci Resolve. Now, the DaVinci Resolve is great if you have a Windows computer, and you can also use iMovie if you have a Mac. Now, both of these programs are relatively simple to use and they also allow you to do a lot of different things with your video. Next up is your stock video and audio. I personally don't think you need a paid version for any of this unless you plan on having a vlog-based YouTube channel where you want to use a lot of different sounds in your video as well as background music. In that case, you can use a software called Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound has an entire library of different audios and background music that you can use in your videos. It is excellent, and you can actually link your YouTube channel, your Instagram channel, and your TikTok platform to Epidemic Sound. So it allows you to use its music on all of your different channels. But to be honest with you, if you're not planning on using a lot of different music in your videos, if you're primarily an education-based channel like I am, then you don't need Epidemic Sound to have all of your audio. Instead, you can use YouTube's audio library, which gives you free and royalty-free music you can use on your channel. And you can use a site called Pexels to find your stock videos. You can find stock videos for finances, parenting, art, and so much more to make your videos more interesting. Next up is planning software. So I use a tool called Notion to plan my own YouTube videos and my clients' YouTube videos, and it works so well. It's amazing because it is free, so I don't have a free alternative. This is the free alternative that you can use for your YouTube channel to plan your content from start to finish. What's great about Notion is that it allows you to ideate, script, and organize all of your videos in a single place so you never get confused and you always know at which stage of the process every single video is. Now, I do have a separate Notion video where I went through my entire workflow of how I plan my content using Notion. You can check out this video over here. Remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that you need to stick around to the end of this video because now I'm going to share with you the tool that you can use to grow your channel to thousands of views every single month. And that is your SEO tool called vidIQ. Now, I love vidIQ because it is an amazing tool that literally takes data from YouTube and it recommends the keywords to you that you could possibly rank for. vidIQ has a free version, but it also has a paid version. I have the pro version, which is the second tier. It's just after the free version and it's super affordable. I personally use vidIQ for my own channel and I've used it for my client's channel, and I've helped her rank several of her videos on the top page of YouTube. Some of her videos have brought in over 36,000 views from that single video due to YouTube SEO. If you want to get started on YouTube the right way, then don't forget to download my YouTube starter guide right over here that gives you the 5 steps you need to succeed on YouTube. Now that you've learned what tools and equipment you need to get started on YouTube, your next step is to learn how to grow your YouTube channel. Now, I have good news for you because in this video right here, I show you the exact steps you need to follow to grow your YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers and beyond.